We have a 2022 NFL Detroit Lions 7-round mock draft. And in this mock draft, there is not going to be trades. We're going to go with the player selected at that said spot with the pick that they have. Also, I did 7 simulations, and I wanted to do the median between, so I'm not doing too high, getting nothing but great players, too low, nothing but low players. Generally going where the simulator thinks that suggested player would be at. Because I could easily just go all great players with the Lions pick, and that's a grade A mock draft, but in all reality, that's just not how things work out. So that's how it's going to be in this video. But before we get into the draft, if you think it's a real sound idea to play catch with Justin Verlander, and when he throws you the ball, instead of trying to catch it with your mitt, you try to catch it with your teeth, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. We talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Sometimes being a Lions fan, get all sorts of cracked up. Also, make sure you take that like button with you and let that bad boy get jacked. Let's get into today's Lions 7-round mock draft. I'm going to take an unpopular opinion with the Lions pick at 2. A lot of people think it's going to be a Trayvon Walker, could be Kyle Hamilton, Malik Willis. Maybe they go offensive line. But why not just stay with the player that's been highly recruited ever since he was born, basically, and that's Kayvon Thibodeaux. Yes, he's fallen off a little bit when we look at his stats here. Definitely not what you expected this last season. He's got 35 solo tackles, 7 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions. He was injured. Does look like sometimes he takes plays off the field, but he's still got that big frame, big body. He's still a playmaker. And if you look at Brad Holmes, he does like universal players a lot. That is his thing. We looked at the players he always get, plays that can play multiple positions, and that is Kayvon Thibodeaux. He is a guy that can get it done as long as his work ethic is there. Can Dan Campbell bring that out of him, or is he a Dan Campbell guy? Yet to be seen, but I still think the Lions will take best player available at 2. What do you guys think? Should the Detroit Lions take edge rusher with the 2nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft? It may not be a Kayvon Thibodeaux. It may be someone else. Let me know in the comment section who you think the Detroit Lions would take. With the 32nd pick in the 2022 NFL Mock Draft, I have the Detroit Lions taking Jaquan Brisker Safety out of Penn State. The Detroit Lions have a massive gapping Michael Strahan hole at safety. They need to fill this bad boy. They decided not to go Kyle Hamilton at 2, so they decided to go Jaquan Brisker at 32. Brisker's a solid player, folks. 38 solo tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions, 5 pass defense. Immediately, he would upgrade the Lions secondary. Immediately, he would upgrade the safety room. Very important for the Detroit Lions to get better back there, and I think Brisker would be a solid addition. Some mock drafts, he goes a little bit before, some a little bit back. Maybe you can get him at 34. But we need help at safety, and that is no joke. It is a massive position. With the 34th pick in the 2022 NFL mock draft, the Detroit Lions decided to go Chad Muma Linebacker. Why? Because we need help at linebacker, folks. It is no joke. The Linebacking Corp is one of the weakest for Detroit Lions. Chad Muma, he's not the best linebacker on the board. Nakobe Dean, gone. Devin Lloyd, gone. I was even looking at Christian Harris. There's other individuals that could look at, but I wanted to make sure we get this position locked down in this draft. You can't just go into the season with Derek Barnes, Alex Anzalone, and Jared Davis. We need to have a guy that can make plays. We need to have a guy that can cover, and we need to get younger, adding to what we did with Derek Barnes. I think Muma would be a solid addition for the Detroit Lions. They could definitely go other routes from linebacker, but we need linebacker in a big way. No freaking doubt about it. And that's the hashtag facts of the matter. Look at Muma's stats here. 85 solo tackles. He is a tackling machine. That's exactly what the Detroit Lions need. We need to have a guy that can get it done in the tackling game. Something we haven't seen in a long time. Can he do a very good job and actually protect the middle of the field? That is something that's yet to be seen. but I think he can get it done. I think he can definitely do a much better job than what we've seen in years past. That's no doubt about it. With the next pick, 3rd round, 66 overall, the Detroit Lions select wide receiver George Pickens out of Georgia. George Pickens has done a solid job when he was on the field. He's done a solid job getting separation, a little bit of injuries here, and at the NFL Combine, he really showed out. Yeah, we look at his stats as nothing to hang your hat on. Why? There's a lot of injuries, folks. But we have a pretty solid foundation at the wide receiver core with adding DJ Chark. So I don't think the Detroit Lions need to go into this immediately having to get a wide receiver right off rip. They could wait a little bit, like I said, in the 3rd round here to get a developmental guy, a big body guy that can eventually be maybe a Kenny Galladay of the future. You pick him in the 3rd round, does a really good job for the Detroit Lions. I think that's very possible. Folks, what we need to do is we need to get to 400 likes in this video. If you've not smashed that like button, smash that like button right now. Let's get to 400 likes in this video. Even if you don't like this mock draft, that's okay, folks. But the more likes we get, the more chance that our Lions content gets pushed out there. Let's go to pick 97 in the 3rd round. The Detroit Lions need a double dip here and get Leo Chenal, linebacker, out of freaking Wisconsin. 6'2", 250. This guy is a mauler. He can get sacks as well, folks. We're talking 8 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions, 55 tackles. Folks, doubling dip on the linebacker core, I think, is nearly a must. I think this position needs help in a big, big way. I think if we got Chenal mixed with Muma, this team just got better. And that's what it's all about, is getting better for sure. Next pick for the Detroit Lions in the 5th round, it's 177. We're going to double dip as well in the safety position. How about Marquez Bell, safety out of Florida A&M? We need help, folks. And this guy's a big body. What I like about the Detroit Lions and what they're doing is they're getting size to this defense. Size in the secondary. You look at what we've seen from all our corners right now is they're big. So we get big in safety too, baby. And this guy now, he's a developmental player, folks. Melifonu type developmental guy. He's going to be sit back. He's not going to be starting anytime soon. But we need help at safety, and we need to get young help here. 10 solo tackles, okay, 4 forced fumbles, 1 interception, okay, and 0 pass defense. I think for the Detroit Lions, getting a double dipping on this position would be a smart move to, again, get better depth at safety, because we look at right now, it's pretty cheeks, and we really don't want to rely on Will Harris or some other guy that's just not going to help this team out. There's nothing wrong getting a offensive lineman to help out this team. You know, we're talking about depth players, and we got some offensive line. We have a good offensive line, but we get depth there. How about going Abena A's offensive tackle, 181 in the 6th round? I'm not even really showing his stats. We just because this guy is going to be a guy who is good development. He may not even have a chance to be backup. He may be a number 3 tackle, or he can be a universal play at guard sometimes if there's injuries. We've seen a lot of injuries for the Detroit Lions this past season, and that's something that we need to keep developing young guys. And you get Hank Fraley, he jumps in there. He can help out with this big body guy, 6'6", 327. Nothing wrong with developmental guy from TCU. Nothing wrong with all we going to chatsports.com/LionsBet. That's BetUS. It's where you can bet on games, MLB right now, hockey, NBA, okay? You can also bet on the NFL draft as well. Who's going to be selected picks? I just suggest not to bet $1,000 or $2,000, but $5 bets. You get a 125% deposit bonus. You put in a little bit of money there, you can make a little bit of money, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. Yes, but how about we go to the next pick here, round 6. Pick 217. Neil Farrell, defensive tackle out of LSU. We need to get, nothing wrong with getting backups again. Yes, we really loaded up on the defensive tackle position last year. No doubt about it. Ali McNeil, Levi, and Wuzurike. Let's get a little bit younger here, too. No problem with this. In the 6th round, back of the 6th round, 20 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 0 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions. Again, we're talking about a guy who is just going to be sitting and learning. He can compete with the rest of the players on the football team, John Pennicini and everybody else, to just get the depth a little bit better. And that's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with getting younger and a better depth, and maybe you can find a hidden gem there. Final pick for the Detroit Lions, and this one is going to be a player who I think, again, another developmental player that's important for the Detroit Lions in getting a cornerback here, Ollie Green. Again, I like the height, 6'2", out of Missouri here. And you look at his stats, though, it's not the greatest thing in the world, in all honesty. Talking at 24 solo tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions, 4 pass defense. But getting bigger and getting stronger is what it's all about, for me at least, as a Detroit Lions perspective. Just getting that size and becoming a more NFC North type of football team. I always believe in the size does matter. And I think that's really important for the Detroit Lions. What's also important, folks, is to like, share, and subscribe. So make sure you share this video out there so more people can get some Detroit Lions content. You can follow me on all these social media sites. Facebook, Twitter. I mean, we got Lions Nation Unite. It is all there for you, folks. Drop videos every single day. Tomorrow, got the One Pride podcast, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. As a matter of fact, it's on every single Thursday, so you don't want to miss out on the latest news and rumors regarding our Detroit Lions.